Mark?
Yeah, Ravi, ethical questions surrounding Michael Madigan, perhaps the most powerful single politician in Illinois over the past 3 decades, have been swirling since the 1980s. Now found guilty on 10 of 27 counts, including bribery, conspiracy, wire fraud, and more. Madigan joins a long line of former Illinois politicians in a culture of corruption.
Once called the Velvet Hammer for his quiet but vice-like grip on power in the legislature, Michael Madigan now nailed on 10 counts of corruption by federal prosecutors. He joins the likes of former Illinois governors Rod Blagojevich, George Ryan, Dan Walker, Otto Kerner, former Alderman Ed Burke, and many more facing prison time for their actions betraying the public trust as an office holder.
He was arguably the most powerful man in Illinois politics. The message should get out. If you can get Mike Madigan, you can get anybody.
Historically, Illinois is ranked as one of the most politically corrupt states in the nation, according to data obtained by the ABC 7i team. Since Chicago's first corruption trial in 1869, thousands of government and business officials have been convicted of public profiteering. Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, found guilty of trying to sell former President Obama's open U.S. Senate seat, pardoned just this week by President Trump. George Ryan, convicted of illegally selling government licenses to unqualified truck drivers for bribes. Just over a year ago, powerful Chicago Alderman Ed Burke was convicted on federal racketeering and bribery charges for his efforts to solicit and extort private legal work. But even with today's verdict, the director of Loyola's Rule of Law Institute, Juliet Sorensen, says the import cannot be overemphasized.
This is a highly significant case in Illinois anti-corruption efforts and indeed in our state's history.
But the jury is still out on whether this verdict is significant enough to put a real damper on public corruption in Illinois.
If the people of Illinois are looking for a path forward in terms of anti-corruption reform and good government, I would say they should speak to their legislators about a meaningful ethics reform bill. That will be a preventive and proactive approach.
Criminal prosecutions are the worst way to enforce an ethics law. What we have to do is change the law. It is absurd that Michael Madigan's law firm could practice before the state.
That long line of convicted Illinois officials getting even longer today. Madigan can file a motion to appeal, but only after he is sentenced. And prosecutors we spoke with today say this proves the Northern District U.S. Attorney's Office is very motivated to prosecute public corruption cases.
Let's see if anything changes.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, I think that the issue is the ethics reform law, right? I mean, and cutting it off at the pass.
All right, Mark. Great stuff. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mark.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.